Nice. And for João, where do Forex and CFDs brokers like Forexc get pricing from, and how are trades executed?
Sure. So we cooperate with a pool of different prime brokers and banks, which we aggregate and we combine, and we take advantage of the best possible liquidity from these different providers, and we aggregate it into our trading platforms. So we try to provide the biggest possible top of the book on the different kind of assets, exactly to avoid any kind of slippage, any kind of difficulties with the execution, and also to offer the best possible conditions for bigger ticks, bigger trades for those who trade larger volumes. Our focus has been always clients with in terms of scalping, in terms of any kind of trading strategy. We are more than happy to receive them, but exactly we focus on STP model, so we focus in increase as much the volume as possible, and this is for that. We can only do that when we have a very good execution. In terms of latency, it was always our priority number one as well. So we do work currently with Equinix in London in terms of servers, in terms to minimize the latency of execution. So we try always to keep it below 40 milliseconds at all times. So our idea is always to to aggregate all this liquidity from the different reputable prime brokers, exactly to be able to accommodate and to provide the best possible trading experience for our clients. So it's there's no big science behind it. It's just a matter of finding the right counterparties, the right partners, and to have very good communication, because there are many issues that we find along the way, as normal with any brokerage. Either is related to the execution, either related to their servers, either related to a disconnection of the bridge, or something that sometimes is not from our end, but is from the liquidity provider's end. And this can only be fixed and solved quickly and with the less impact for the clients, always when there's a very good communication channels with all these parties. So and this is always our focus has been always in making the experience the best possible, controlling all these bits of the flow from the moment the client presses the button and the trade goes to the market.
Yeah, because anytime a trader, pricing stops or there's a bad fill or anything like that, that's the first thing the traders do. They think everyone's against them, and just kills the reputation.
That's normal. Me myself, I was also a trader, and I'm still a trader when I can, not with Forexc for regulatory reasons, but obviously I like trading, and I'm a trader myself, and these kind of things are always the first question that is raised is what's going on. They are trying to take advantage of my small capital. So it's always the first question. So it's understandable. But this, if you have a good support agent able to clarify, we keep our clients on the loop of any updates that are happening in terms of technology, in terms of all the service that we provide. So we try to keep our clients always on the loop of any changes, exactly to avoid misunderstanding.
João, you also mentioned your execution model is STP,
yes,
and it's definitely in the favor of clients to make sure they get the best execution and fair execution. I guess, do you want to maybe describe a little bit more about what STP execution is and the other types of execution models there are in the industry?
Definitely, I can go over it. It's in terms of STPs, is just a shortened of straight through processing. There's nothing more than whatever client requests in terms of trade, the same trade is passed to the market and to the through the liquidity providers we have. So it's just we are just an intermediary without intervention, let's say, of any trade. So the client benefits from that pricing, from that price, and from that fast latency execution in order to place their trades in the market. There are different kinds of execution. There are obviously those who like to run the risk internally, to control the flow and the exposure on each instrument, and then pass it to their LPs as they feel it's best. So they have their own dealing desk, which is able to understand the flow and where the market might be directing, and then internalize this flow from clients, and then evaluate which trades will be considered an advantage to send to the market or not. We try to avoid thinking too much about that. We send it to the market. And for us, it's a peace of mind, because it's obviously, for us, we are in the same lines of thinking of the client. We are in the same boat. We benefit from each trade. So client trades, we get our share of the spread, and that's it.
Yeah, and you manage your own investment funds as well, so you better be going to STP, right? So you
exactly. No, yeah, we do. We have obviously other businesses that are complementary to the brokerage side, and it could only work that way.